If you follow this program, I guarantee you will add $100,000 take home or earn $100,000 more take home in your real estate career. This is our actual agent launch manual that we use at the Rise Realty Group powered by Place. I'm sharing it with you right now. We're going to go over the key points that we have for you today in the hopes that so many people are made all these promises by this brokerage or that platform or this or that. And they call me up and they say, oh, well, all right, I sold Auntie Gertrude's house. I got 2 or 3 deals for my sphere this year, and now I don't have a clue what to do, right? There's so much more than just talking to your sphere, and we're going to cover those points today. How to become a successful agent, any market, any area, doesn't matter. These simple steps that we're going to cover today are going to help you in your life and in your business, okay? I'm going to do my part to show you the way. Are you going to do your part? That it always comes down to system and then activity. So let's just dive in. Again, and right now I'm getting so many calls from agents and coaching them and mentoring them that are they're not sure what to do. They don't know what's next. So again, today what we're going to go over very simply, how to set goals and standards that must be kept in real estate. What a success schedule looks like. And I'm looking down at my notes. Yes, I don't have all this memorized. Imagine that. I'm almost 50. It's hard to remember anything. And by the way, I'm supposed to be on vacation right now, and I'm bringing this to you, okay? I'm foregoing my vacation to help you in your real estate career. You can send me a thank you card anytime or just DM me. What a success schedule looks like, how to maximize your sphere transactions, how to call expireds for sale by owners, again, sphere, internet leads, and then neighborhood calls. We're going to touch on 3 to 5 points on each one of those. A little bit on internet leads and again on the circle prospecting. All right, so let's get in. Standards and goals. You got to stop saying, I'm going to close. I mean, it's not bad to say it, but you need to focus on how many pendings you have. Right now, how many pendings? How many pendings do you want to have at all times? That's the number one question I would ask myself, okay? So here's our standards. On our team, if you have, in what world or what paradigm can you sit around and do nothing and earn, right? Yeah, maybe own 100 rentals, but you didn't sit around to get them. You didn't sit around to come up with the down payment for those, right? There's always some work involved with success. Imagine that. Despite what social media gurus might tell you, or that easy button we all want. But look here, if you have 5 pendings on our team or more, which people on my team do, it's 10 talks per day. We call them connects. 10 1-minute plus conversations a day. 2 minutes is better, okay? 50 talks per week. That is so easy to do if you have the list, know what to say, know what to do, know how to handle objections. What do you think we practice every day? 3 to 5 pendings? Got to talk to 15 people a day. These are our standards. Standards are so important. So goals should be how many pendings you want to have, how you win the day, how do you get in front of a buyer, how do you get in front of a seller. That's winning the day. Winning the day is not sitting around the office gossiping, right? 0 to 3 pendings, 20 connects a day, 100 per week, okay? New recruits, first couple weeks, you really should be speaking to 40 people every single day. How do I do that? I haven't talked to 40 people in a whole year. Well, I'd suggest getting to the office very early. So that leads us to the next point, okay? The daily success schedule. Imagine that. So you gotta get up, get a good breakfast, go to the gym, hop on the treadmill, do something energizing to get ready for the day. Get to the office by 8:15, get ready for a pump-up meeting at 8:30, right? So we do a power-up from 8, they call it the morning motivator, from 8:30 to 9. Then you should, with someone in your office, do a role play. Role play is nothing more than practicing the language of real estate, what to say to certain kinds of clients or potential clients, okay? There's probably 10 people that are going to list within a mile or two of you today. What are you going to do? Sit there and do backflips on the side of the street? Wait, they're not going to come and find you. You got to go find them. I mean, think about it, right? Um, it's not as easy as calling for delivery pizza where you just get a listing delivered to you, but it is super easy to pick up the phone. You get no cows as you just call people. Then you prospect. I know that P word, prospect, from 9:15 until 11:30. And get your connects in, whether it's 10, 15, or 20, right? Self-guided role play and ejection review. So like, hey, I called a FSBO and they said the following to me. Well, practice that, right? So from 11:30 to 12, do that. Now, my favorite part of the day is lunch and gym. All right. I especially love the lunch part, but I especially love the results of the gym part now. Although at first I didn't when I was large and in charge. But after then you go do that, get all your admin done and everything in that midday, that 12 to 1:30, 12 to 2, get everything done, set up your buyer tours, do some CMAs, just get all your stuff done in the middle of the day, right? And then in the afternoon session, you're either meeting with buyers, winning the day, meeting with sellers, winning the day, or back on the phone to finish up your connects in order so that tomorrow you can win the day. Remember, winning the day is getting in front of a buyer or a seller. What are we doing? Okay, I don't understand if we don't have a pending or anything, we just sit there and do less. Like I don't get that. So maybe you're not excited about it. Maybe you're scared about it. Maybe you don't know what to say. But we can help with that, okay? So listen, I've written all this stuff down. If you're not taking notes right now, you're probably driving or something like that. If you go to www.100ktakehome.com/free download, you can get it. And I'm going to post it in the comments below. You can get our full onboarding system, okay? You can do that. Now, let's talk about how to hit your connects, okay? 3-4 points here. Your connects are, who do I speak to? First thing in the morning, get in and call your HOTS and do your tasks inside your CRM. Call the people back you promised you would call back. Then what you want to do is you want to call canceled and expireds, 2 to 3 of those each per day. Next, reach out to your sphere. New people are calling their sphere for the first couple days, getting their sphere in gear. But you reach out to your sphere next, talk to 2 to 3 of those. Then you call your incoming Brivity leads or CRM leads or internet leads, whether you're spending copious amounts on Zillow or Realtor or whatever. Call your internet leads, okay? Call the most recent visitors. Then you're calling through neighborhoods to advertise an open house or something like that. So tasks, cancels, expireds, FSBOs, sphere reach out, internet leads, and then neighborhood stuff, okay? Now listen. In the first week of our launch, and again, that launch manual is available below. Just click that link, right? What we're doing is where you've got to get your sphere in gear. So the first couple days in the office, what our team does is they get their list of 200 sphere. You've got to get a list of 200 people put together in a Google Sheet or Excel or whatever. Write them down on a piece of paper if you want to. My little puppy's going nuts down there if you hear him whining. Quiet down over there. All right, now look, he's up here. Even my dog works, okay? Now look, you got to learn your sphere script, what to say to them when you call them. The second thing you got to do is start calling them. Your job is to get their email and their phone number or their home phone number, whatever phone number you don't have, their address, email, address, phone, super important. Okay, for each contact, again, get that all filled in and log your conversations. Hey, they had another kid, write that in there. Because that's good to know for the next conversation. How's Johnny? Okay, how's Johnny doing? How's Susie doing? Right? And then set the appropriate, you should speak to them on the phone at least quarterly, sometimes more initially, right? So that is the sphere calls, okay? Now, if you just did that, mail them something, email them something, send them some stuff of value weekly or bi-weekly, sending them stuff, talk to them 50, 60, or communicate with them, give them 50 things of value over the year. You're going to be top of mind with those people, right? So if you didn't write that down below, again, it's www.100ktakehome.com/free download. Go ahead and download that. All right, next, day 2 for sale by owners. So when you're onboarding with our group, we teach you every morning from 8:30 to 9:15 how to speak to expireds and FSBOs. It's what we focus on so much. Well, I would never call one of those. Well, that's totally fine. I know some people who are hiring W-2. I'll send you that job application and you can go apply, because it's just only a matter of time until you're working W-2. All right, so day 2, FSBO calls, right? So we went over that schedule, right? Well, if you're a W-2 worker, are you not going to have a schedule? Of course you're going to have a schedule. You're going to have to show up there. My real estate coach early on said the number one problem with real estate agents is they're 1099. They think it's freedom, 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 right? Work no schedule in real estate and you will soon not be 1099. You will be W-2. So why not pretend you're W-2 with a schedule, with things you have to accomplish every single day? Why not have that mentality? Think how much your business could grow. FSBO calls. We have a training video we have our agents watch. It's an hour long. Okay. If you'd like to see a copy of that, please just reach out to me. We memorize and practice and write out and chant and role play our for sale by owner scripts. It is not pushy. It is not rude, right? Very few for sale by owners sell for top dollar. What's your mindset around FSBO, right? Do you think that they would never list with you? It's probably because you don't know what to say. We break it down every single day where it's so easy for us to have these conversations and so easy for us to go over there and show our actual value and how we can sell it for more money. Now, in the event that we can't, we simply cancel the appointment, but you'd never have an appointment if you never called them. Imagine that. Action begets appointments, appointments beget listings, listings beget buyers. It's just such a shocking thing, right? I know, I get a little fired up. Now, schedule time with someone on the team or in a Facebook group that wants to also learn for sale by owners and just practice. One pretends they're the seller, one pretends that they're the agent, and then you switch, right? Called role playing. I used to write my scripts out for half an hour every day in the morning to learn that language. Then I would chant it out loud, and then I would role play it, right? And I had 4 or 5 role play partners a week. It was incredible. And that's why I was able to close 54 units in my first 12 months in real estate from August to August, okay? Because I did nothing except practice what I was supposed to say and then use that practice. It's one thing to practice and one thing to then go use the practice that you did. Hey, quit it. All right, now call at least 2 FSBOs by 12. Call them first. If you don't like, whoever you don't like calling, call them first. Get them out of the way, right? That way you're happier the closer you get to lunch. Write down every objection you hear from them. Critique yourself. Identify where you got stuck. Role play these parts again until you're confident. Continue calling your sphere in the afternoon time. Do an end of day review to say, what do I need help on inside of the FSBOs, okay? Day 3, what we do is we have them get right now. We have a list when they come into the office. Our agents are able to just sit down and call FSBOs. They don't have to look up phone numbers, nothing. It's all preloaded for them right in there, okay? Again, these things are all written down on that free download, www.100ktakehome.com/free download. Just download it, okay? It'll come right to you in a PDF format. It's free, okay? You're getting all of my secrets. It's just all the onboarding stuff. Okay, and if you have any questions after you read that, just let me know and I'll send you the answer, do the best I can. But I'll probably be making calls in the morning, so I'll get to you in my 2-hour lunch break, imagine. It's called a schedule. Now, expired listings. You have to have that list made the night before. Again, we do that for our agents, but if you're not with us or have a tech that does that, just look them up. Use Forewarn, do whatever you need to do. We have a 1-hour expired training. We have the agents watch that. Then we have them memorize the scripts. We give them a nice script book. They memorize it all. If you want that, you can let me know too. Write them out by hand, chant it out loud, talk to 2 to 3 FSBOs every single day. It's important to do that every day because different kind of clients hit at different times. And so if you're just talking to Sphere, your Sphere is going to transact 1 quarter and then 3 quarters, no transactions. And you need to transact every month, never mind every quarter. Okay. Then we talk to at least 2 or 3 of those a day. We have Brivity, we have Mojo. That's what we use. They're in there preloaded, ready to call, and then add notes, send to market reports, things of value so that you're top of mind. Log all of your calls when you talk to FSBO, when you talk to Sphere, when you talk to expireds, log them all. Okay. Now you have to, so then when you're done with all that, you've talked to your FSBOs, you've talked to some Sphere, you've talked to some expireds. The next thing you need to do is you need to call your incoming or in your task manager, okay? In your task manager, what you have to do is figure out who you're supposed to call next. So you go through those tasks and you call the leads that have most recently come back to the website, that have viewed a market report, viewed a listing report, hearted or saved a listing, okay, and do that. For me to stay focused with him doing 360s down there is something else, but whatever. We're live and we're going. And this is, you could have an agent over there, calling next to you, drooling or something, distracting you during your call session, right? You got to call through and get your internet leads. They say yes within 5 minutes. I think that's great in theory, but it is not realistic. Call them as soon as you can. And again, call those hots inside of there. Your goal is to set them up on listing alerts and on market reports and move them from watch or new to unqualified to watch or nurture or hot. Figure out what their buy or sell cycle is and then set follow-up tasks and then move on to the next one quickly and take great notes. Okay. The fourth thing that we need to do, and then you got to log the call because you want to keep your connect count every day, right? Because we track everything and that's what we're really doing. Now, imagine what your business would look like if you did all of this by noontime. How do I make another $100,000? Actually have a schedule, actually show up, actually talk to more people than your sphere, actually follow up with people when you said you would, and give them something of value constantly so you come to mind, as I said before. It's very simple, but it's very hard because we think we're still working out of this COVID market, or we're still waiting around, or we've got this. Look, here's the deal. Many of you know that my wife passed away on February 8th. You don't think I have kids, right? And now I have like the utmost respect for, single moms and single dads, right? Utmost, like kudos. I'm running a group, doing some coaching, doing mentoring, doing trainings 3 or 4 times a week for free for y'all. I got 2 crazy kids. I got a field full of cattle. I got a 90-acre ranch. What's your excuse, right? Oh, come on. So like, here's the thing. You either want to or you don't. If you don't, go get a W-2 job. If you do something, do more, right? Just do more because you can do it. The question is, will you? Like, what gets you out of bed? Maybe you don't like calling your sphere. Maybe you'd find out that you'd love calling expires and for sale by owners. You have no idea, right? So the fact of the matter is, no matter where you are in your business, you can always do more if you know how to do it. So that's why I'm doing this, and that's why this download is free. It literally is our onboarding manual. So again, that is found at www.100ktakehome.com/free download. Again, it'll be in the comments. Or wherever you're watching that, it'll be somewhere. Now look, inside of there, you're using the LP Mama script: location, price, motivation, agent, mortgage, an appointment. That's an LP Mama script. Want the script? Reach out. Happy to send it. Why do you give all this stuff away? I don't know. Because I want you to do better, whether you're with me or whether you're not. Don't believe it? I don't know. I'd scroll back on my Facebook and see if I care. Right? So, but look, refresh listing alerts, market reports, fill in the missing data, send them value insights, send them some of that AI stuff, turn on the AI. So it's just sending this incredible market knowledge stuff. Again, property search, send them the property search app, and really move them through the cycle, as I said before. Now, when you're done calling those internet leads, the very next thing that you need to do is you need to learn how to call around neighborhoods. Why? Like I said at the beginning of this video, someone is going to be listing in the area. If you're not calling them to set an appointment to go over your value proposition, right? Help them determine the value of your home, help them see your marketing plan if you have one. If you'd like mine, ask. I mean, it's not rocket science, right? Number one, it starts with pricing, right? So anyways, but the fact of the matter is, like, you got to go find them in order to bring your business. Like, if you're the best agent for the job, why are you not telling more people that? I don't want to hear no. Well, the answer is no now. You're not working with them, right? So if you just do a little bit more, again, I'm not super smart, okay, but I do things, right? Like right now, I want to be, enjoying the summer, and I am, because I do enjoy doing this. But the fact of the matter is, I'm committed to helping you with your business. So you got to call through neighborhoods. Now, we use Mojo and we use Brivity for that. So we have an auto dialer. It's legal. We don't, call the DNC and all that stuff. And we call through these lists, right? We preload them for our agents and we call through there and we basically just say the following. We are holding an open house at 123 Main Street. It's from 1 to 3 on Sunday. We'd love you to attend. Okay. Do you know anybody who's looking to move into the neighborhood? No, I don't. Great. How about yourself? Any plans on selling in the next little bit? You know, the market's kind of softening a little bit. Inventory's increasing. Might be a great time to get out. Have you given that any thought? No. I mean, no, I did not just die saying that, right? I mean, I'm right here. I'm still kicking, right? So what if they say, "Oh, you're just an a-hole, Jason"? Oh, I don't know. I get, my wife used to call me that all the time, and sometimes my kids do. They call me something else. Oh no, they say I have bad dad jokes. But you know what I mean? It's like, actually, my wife never swore, so maybe I just told a little bit. But she looked at me, and I would just know. But the fact is that you got to just ask them if they know anybody that would like to move into the neighborhood, or if they have any plans on selling, or maybe potentially buying an investment property. It doesn't hurt to ask them. Then you say, how would you like to get, or would it be okay if I sent you, or I'm going to send you a market report? It'll come weekly. It'll just have everything that's going on in your neighborhood. There's no cost for that. What's the best email to send that to you at? And then you fill that out. So if you only have 100 people in your sphere and you make these neighborhood calls, it's the fastest way to add people to your sphere. And now you're sending them good stuff. Now you're top of mind, right? So this whole entire playbook that I just went over, it's another 20 pages from here, but I know you're probably already, sound asleep. Wake up. But go ahead and download it. It literally comes to you right away in a PDF form. It's www.100ktakehome.com/free download. It's literally that simple. So with that, I'll stop. There'll be more trainings on this. I hope you enjoy that. Let me know what your thoughts are, or if you've added anything to it. I definitely don't know everything. My kids will definitely remind you about that. But I hope you have a kick-ass day, and I hope to see you out there in the trenches. Take care.